It's now 12:15 in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Up next, we have a WEFM Midday News sponsored by Code St. Vincent Limited.
WEFM 99.9.
Bringing you the news 24 hours a day, 7 days per week, with a fresh approach. www.999wefm.com. WeFM News, online, on demand.
WeFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Free loans for your every need. Courts have you covered, best believe. Courts ready cash is for everyone. Not to worry, fast approval. Hurry up and come. We got it all. We on the go. Courts ready cash, you already know. We got it all. We on the go. Courts ready cash, always ready when you're ready. Let's go.
Courts ready cash, ready when you are.
Welcome back to WeFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene. Following a recent spike in reports of animal theft, mainly in rural villages, the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force, RSVGPF, is appealing to the public not to enable in any way the buying or selling of agricultural produce or livestock that is suspected to have been stolen or unlawfully obtained. In a release dated Thursday, May 26, 2022, police issued a number of reminders to the public, the first of which being that in accordance with the Agricultural Produce and the Livestock Prevention of Theft Act, a person who sells or otherwise disposes of agricultural produce or livestock valued at EC $50 or more, or weighs 5 kilograms or more, must be registered with the Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry and Fisheries. The police advised against the purchasing of livestock from sellers who do not have a valid registration card, and that sales and purchases of crops and livestock must be transacted between 5 a.m. and 7 p.m. The release also stated that the seller of the item or items must issue a receipt or certificate of purchase to the buyer. This receipt must be dated and include the cost of the sold livestock or produce. The RSVGPF in their release reminded the public that a person convicted under this legislation can be fined EC $10,000 or sentenced to 2 years in prison or both. Moreover, if the convicted person used a motor vehicle to transport the stolen items, the court can confiscate the said vehicle, sell it, and deposit the proceeds in the consolidated fund. If you suspect anyone of selling or buying stolen products, the police are asking that you contact them immediately. Minister of Agriculture Suboto Caesar is confident the CARICOM region can reduce its food import bill by 25% by 2025. Minister Caesar recently attended a 3-day regional agriculture investment conference in Guyana, where a 14-member contingent from St. Vincent and the Grenadines was able to discuss a wide range of issues related to the agriculture sector and with their regional counterparts. The agriculture minister said that this conference allowed CARICOM stakeholders to discuss the establishing of a framework allowing the different members of CARICOM to decide which country would produce what commodity and to examine strategies which would lead to the reduction of costly animal feeds. He said this conference also gave stakeholders the opportunity to seek avenues for investment which are mutually beneficial. Still on the local scene, the Forestry Department has reported that fire in the Zion Trail has caused extensive damage to the trail. It is reported that the fire started sometime during the course of the night of May 25th, 2022. The trail, which is located in Barrowley, was developed with grant funding from the Global Environmental Fund, GEF, and was done in collaboration with the community group and the Forestry Department. The recreational site already had bathroom facilities, a well-defined hiking trail, a gazebo, and other facilities were being developed. Forestry Supervisor Bradford Latham said the trail is one of the success stories of the community government collaboration and is a blow to the work that has been done so far. The Forestry Department is carrying out investigations into the cause of the fire. On to news in the region. Sandals has announced that it will be installing carbon monoxide detectors at all of its properties across the Caribbean following the death of 3 guests at the Emerald Bay Resort on Exuma, the Bahamas. Ensuring the safety and well-being of our guests and team members is and always will be paramount. It is for this reason that we have taken additional measures such as engaging environmental safety experts for a comprehensive review of all systems across the resort, Sandals said. Sandals said that carbon monoxide detectors have now been placed at all guest rooms at Sandals Emerald Bay, and although they are not mandated in any Caribbean destination where they operate, detectors will also be installed in all guest rooms throughout their portfolio. Sandals, in their statement, expressed that they are devastated by the event that occurred at Sandals Emerald Bay Resort earlier this month that resulted in the loss of 3 lives. We wish to once again extend our deepest sympathies and our heartfelt condolences to the Phillips and Chiarella families, Sandals said. The announcement from Sandals came after autopsies confirmed that husband and wife Robbie and Michael Phillips of Tennessee and Vincent Paul Chiarella of Florida died of carbon monoxide poisoning earlier this month. There have not been any confirmed cases of monkeypox on Health and Social Development Minister Marlon Penn says the National Unity Government is putting measures in place to ensure the territory can appropriately respond to the virus. There is risk of spread to the Caribbean region due to travel. Therefore, awareness is being raised among healthcare workers and port health authorities across the region to ensure that adequate prevention and control measures are in place, Penn said while speaking in the House of Assembly. Testing for monkeypox is not currently available in the BVI or at the CAFA lab in Trinidad and Tobago, but Penn said efforts are being done on a regional level to ensure testing can take place. Symptoms of monkeypox include exhaustion, fever, headaches, backache, muscle ache, chills, and swollen lymph glands. These symptoms can last 2 to 4 weeks, and severity depends on the age of the affected person. On the international scene, police in Texas have revised key details about Tuesday's deadly school shooting as criticism mounts from parents over the initial response. The gunman roamed outside the Uvalde school for 12 minutes before entering unchallenged, police said on Thursday. That contradicted earlier statements which said the attacker had been confronted and shot by an officer. He killed 19 children and 2 teachers before he was shot dead 90 minutes after he arrived, police said. That delay, combined with the video footage, showed frustrated parents being tackled and handcuffed by police while the gunman was still inside the school, has led to growing public anger and scrutiny of the early response. It has also called into question claims by state Governor Greg Abbott, who earlier this week hailed the quick response of valiant local officials, who he said had engaged the gunman before he entered the school. And finally, in sports, Aston Villa have agreed to a deal to sign Brazil centre-back Diego Carlos from Sevilla for £26 million. The 29-year-old, who Newcastle United tried to sign in January, will travel to England on Thursday for a medical and to finalize personal terms. He would be Villa's second signing of the summer following the arrival of Boubacar Kamara from Marseille on a free transfer. Carlos played 6 times at last year's Tokyo Olympics, where Brazil won gold. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. News. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Your vision is our mission at Quartz Optical. Shop today for 25% off plus free blue block. Plus, save up to 65% off our wide selection of designer sunglasses. With Ready Finance, pay nothing for 30 days. Book your free eye examination appointment at www.quartzoptical.com. Your vision is our mission. Only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Conditions apply. See in store for details.
Yes, the sun it hot like fire, but I still have to go try and get you when me have to do today. My friend them from the corner, me I link them up, we gonna ride up, so go look around me say. I ride home set, I play home set, I stay cool home set, I drink home set. My friend them Billy's with them with I call them drink it in them with I cool for life. I call for life. I call for life.